Coming up, Carlito has a not so cool statement. Adam Cole gets thrown to the side, baby. And you and me and everybody else may have just been priced right out of WrestleMania. But on that note, it is time for your favorite segment. It's time for my favorite segment. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. It is time for the Cheap Pops.
What does everybody want? What does everybody need?
Oh, another cheap pop.
What does everybody love?
Oh, that cheap pop is there for the taking.
You start with the Adam Cole thing. So Adam Cole, he was doing this interview with Sports Illustrated, and he revealed that him and Britt Baker are no longer together.
Worst kept secret in wrestling.
Was it?
It's been talked about that they've split, so him confirming it, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, we know.
I will say that a few months ago on his Twitch stream, he said something about he's moving by himself, and I was like, I don't know, there might be something there. I don't want to speculate, but there might be something there. But he said, yes, we're no longer together. But when I say that, we both still love each other, and we're still friends, and we're still so supportive of each other. That could not be more true. This is all Adam Cole saying, by the way. Britt said nothing. I think the world of Britt. I want her to be as happy and successful as humanly possible, and I know she feels the exact same way about me. We decided to go our separate ways, but that doesn't mean that she will not be an incredibly important part of my life. Britt is absolutely one of my best friends. She's someone that I'm going to tell you why this is funny in a second, and will always love dearly. And there's no ill will between me and her whatsoever. I don't want anyone to ever think that me and Britt dislike each other. I think it's possible in situations for people who are in relationships to kind of go their separate ways but still care about one another. That part's probably a lie. The last thing I would want is for fans to pick sides, which I'm sure they already have, or anything like that. Again, I'm sure they already have. But yes, that is the statement from Adam Cole. I've seen some crazy rumors, by the way, about this whole situation. I've seen stuff like, oh, Britt Baker was like basically cucking him with like Christian and
That's my favorite one.
Tony Khan.
Oh yeah, Tony Khan as well.
Yeah, like just the craziest rumors. And first of all, how do we not know it's not Adam Cole? He might have been the one straying off. You know, he might have been the ones like hanging out with
Abaddon.
Anna Jay.
Oh.
Who's to say that Adam Cole didn't get caught going, ready for it, ready for it, ready for it, boom!
Yeah.
Adam Cole, baby! Right in the face. The statement here reads like it translates into, she broke up with me and we're still going to be friends because I still think it can work out. I mean, that's just how the statement reads. Anytime you say, oh yeah, we're still friends, that's code word for she broke up with me and I didn't want to break up, but you know, she said we could still be friends. You know what friendship leads to, by the way? It leads to, hey, Adam, it's Britt. I got this new coworker and I want to go hang out with him for like the night. We're going to go see a movie. I wonder if you could watch the dog. Yeah, Britt. Yeah, I could watch
totally.
it. Yeah, we're friends.
Oh, of course.
Since we're friends, like, who are you going out with? Oh, you probably don't know him. His name is Bob Lashley. And yeah, we're just going to go see a movie. Yeah, I'll watch the dog. You could bring the dog here. And then she gets there with the dog, of course. She's got the overnight bag. Oh, so, yeah, you're going to go hang out. What, should I expect you to like, 10, 11? You're probably going to have to watch him overnight. And he's like, really? Overnight? Yeah, we're probably going to, spend time after the movie. And then he just like drops his head and he's sobbing.
Aww.
It's okay though, we're friends.
Yeah, you're just gonna take me to a movie and break me in half.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him do things to me in ways that I've never even considered letting you do.
Yeah, she's telling him that. Now he's like sobbing with the dog there, her dog. Dog's licking him in the face and just reminds him, oh, it
Licking his
smells
sweet,
like
sweet
her.
tears.
Look me in the mouth. It'll remind me. But yeah, that's the Adam Cole situation.
Well,
Not that we're trying to make fun of things, but it's very serious that they broke up.
is it?
Wish the best for both of them. Hopefully they can keep it civil outside of what I just laid out. Am I speaking from experience? am I speaking from a guy who had to watch his ex-wife go out with a coworker who had a penis down to his kneecap? And it was just a going rumor around the whole building that this guy was like a freaking horse. Like everybody knew about his penis. His name was like Daddy Longlegs. You try to sneak up on him in the bathroom so you can get a peek and see if it's as advertised. You're looking over.
I just gotta know.
You're looking over the urinal so you can see if you gotta play it off like, oh, I'm not trying to. But yeah, it can definitely consume you. But I wouldn't know from experience. I just have a creative mind where I can think of these things.
Wasn't that the go-to? Like, oh, she's with another dude. I bet he has a monster dick.
Yeah, it's always the penis size. It's like, oh yeah, he's probably hung.
And then you just have these visions of them doing like nonstop fucking. Like,
yeah, she's not gonna talk right because her jaw's locked up.
like they don't even sleep.
Yeah, and then you get consumed. You're like, how many times? How many times last night? Tell me. Such an invasive person. Let me swallow you.
Let me check the trash can.
Yeah, just completely off the rails. I did not expect this segment to go there.
Yep.
Kind of therapeutic. Next up, we have Carlito making some not so cool remarks. If you watched Raw, we start off with Damage Control.
They were bitching about getting attacked by the drag queens.
Yes.
Then Carlito interrupted because he wanted to set up a match between Gunther and Dom.
There you go. So there's the setup. Now, before he sets the match up, he looks at Io and Kyrie as they're storming off, and he says, I gotta learn to speak Chinese. And that line right there caused quite the uproar. So we would start off by saying, why is this a problem, you may be asking? Well, you see, Kyrie and Io are Japanese. So
that's why it's funny.
Yes. That is why it's a joke.
Because Carlito is clearly the idiot. He's been playing an idiot for weeks. He clearly wants to fuck Io and Kyrie. And he says that they're Chinese because he's an idiot. And it's funny because they're not Chinese. They're clearly Japanese.
Yes. And I would even say, could it be at all possible that he didn't know that they were Japanese? Could that be a wild theory? And maybe he didn't know that, so he just said Chinese.
It's impossible for him to not know that they're Japanese.
It's impossible? Like,
yeah.
He knew. Of course, they started calling racism. And they started blaming the WWE for allowing that line. Turns out that line was not scripted. That was Carlito going in business for himself, if you will. And he has backstage heat for it. I don't know how much. I don't know if he's going to be like off TV for a while or anything like that. Gonna have to go to sensitivity training.
I hope it doesn't ruin his position in the card. That'd be a tragedy.
Well, I don't know about that, but he's probably gonna have to do some DEI training. Is that the right word? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Here's this book on Asian history. You're gonna have to read it.
I don't see why it was funny.
It was, and it was harmless. Even had EO and Kyrie, they commented and said they didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
So why do we have
it-
people, fans, like, no, shut up, bitches. This is a bad thing. We need to cancel him.
He basically said it under his breath. He didn't like shout it or make a scene.
Yeah, just one line. They moved on. And if you're gonna cancel him, you got to cancel Pierce too, because he didn't correct him.
Sure
So,
didn't.
where's the backlash for that? He didn't correct him.
Well, that's stupid that there was backlash.
There is, but that's just the world we live in. Can't be saying stuff like that. And again, it could be him being ignorant, not like in character. Just he doesn't know. I believe I called them Chinese at one point, so I didn't know.
You don't work with them though,
So you got to know.
and clearly you don't pay attention.
You got to know everybody's nationality.
They speak Japanese.
Well, that could be Chinese. You don't know that.
No, it couldn't.
Unless you know
Chinese
that.
and Japanese. No, Chinese and Japanese sound completely different.
We just know they weren't speaking English.
They came from Japan to WWE. That's their story. There's no way Carlito doesn't know that they're Japanese. That's why he fucking said it, because it was funny.
Well, if he knew, then that's new information. That's not good.
How is that not good? It's a fucking joke.
You don't joke like that if you know.
Yes, you do. It's fucking funny. People like you don't do this. You don't have a sense of humor. You don't have any levity.
You don't have to be insensitive. You got another.
Insensitive. There's nothing insensitive about it.
It's if you know it's insensitive.
Carlito's character is an idiot. He doesn't know what he's fucking saying.
I don't know. I was giving him a bit of a doubt because I didn't think he knew. But if he knows and he did that, then that's targeted. That's hatred right there.
You have a vagina.
No.
Yep. I smell it from here.
Like you purposefully calling someone outside of their race. If you have someone and you know their name is Carl and you keep calling them Chad, it's like, you know my name. We work together. Oh, I don't know, but I'm calling you that out of disrespect. So I guess I've live flopped on this whole thing. But let us know what you think in the comments. Was it insensitive or sensitive?
Tell Tyson how wrong he is in the comments.
And then our final story, we'll go over to WrestleMania. So WrestleMania 41, it is in Las Vegas, as you may or may not know. If you didn't know, now you know. WrestleMania is going to be in Las Vegas. Well, the tickets for WrestleMania, they just went on pre-sale, which I believe means that they release a limited number of tickets. And fans were freaking shocked and floored and all the words because of the pricing for the tickets. Now, I guess a few weeks ago I said that they were going to be like $25 a pop. They did come in a lot lower than that. So there is that. I think it was like 16.
Oh, well, 16. Shit.
Well, that's for both nights.
That's
so
a steal.
9 apiece.
It might as well be $9 trillion.
Might as well. I want to know if Green Shirt guy, if he got his tickets secured, and how. We have a platform. We need to reach out to him.
Sucking dick.
We need to reach out to him and Trinidad Shirt guy. Hey, what's going on here? On this last WrestleMania, I saw the red cap with the mechanic shirt guy. Oh, also I saw Emma Stone from Zombieland. She was there too.
Huh. Wonder why.
Yeah, it was just so random because they never mentioned it.
Was she big then?
I don't know, but she was sitting on floor seats, so.
I only remember her with that Jonah Hill movie.
Oh, super bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did that, and she did Zombieland. Those are the only two I really know her from. But yeah, back to the WrestleMania tickets. So the WrestleMania tickets, they went on pre-sale. Fans absolutely floored at the prices. So what you need to know is the tickets were released on Ticketmaster. And I guess last year or so, Ticketmaster came out with this dynamic pricing thing. So it changes the prices of the tickets based off of demand through an algorithm. So it caused the tickets to skyrocket in price. One ex-user posted that their tickets for both nights was $4,600 for both nights. And then another user, they posted their little screenshot, and their tickets were $6,000 for
Goddamn.
both nights. It's important here to note that those were both for nosebleed seats. So the nosebleed seats, $6,000, $4,600.
That's insane.
In comparison, the $4,600 guy, he got off easy.
Is it going to be in the Sphere?
No, from what I hear, it would have been way more to do something there, like just to get in, like to host there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Crazy,
but it'd be cool.
It would be. So that same user who said that they paid $6,000 for 2 tickets, they also went to WrestleMania 39. They said that back in WrestleMania 39 for both nights, they paid $300. So $300 up to $6,000 already.
Where was WrestleMania?
That was the Cody Roman one.
Was that Hollywood?
So yeah, I think it was in Hollywood. Yeah, SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Still California.
Right.
But yeah, it was $300 back then.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is maybe because it's a newer stadium.
Well,
I don't know.
I guess what they blamed it on essentially was the Ticketmaster site having the dynamic pricing because it raises prices based off of demand. They started this a year ago. There were some other musical artists that were seeing the same things. Like there's Taylor Swift tickets that got up to like $5,000. So it's notorious from Ticketmaster. But
is there any examples of the dynamic pricing shifting the other way?
I'm sure it'll go down. If it goes up, it can go down.
Well, not necessarily WrestleMania. Just I don't know. Harry Connick Jr. He's holding a concert for some reason, and the prices start at $600. So everybody obviously isn't going to pay $600 for Harry fucking Connick Jr. So would the dynamic pricing lower those ticket prices because there's no demand?
Yeah, it will.
Are there are there examples of that, or they just say that that happens?
They say that it happens, but I mean, I've heard not like musical concerts or anything, but I've heard like flights. Oh yeah, you can get like $29 tickets if you want to fly to Oklahoma.
That's not through Ticketmaster.
They don't do flights anymore.
I've never known Ticketmaster to do flights.
Okay.
I've just known them to do concerts and shit.
You're right. Shows how out of the game I am for buying tickets. And I thought we were going to WrestleMania. But on that point, to their defense, this is WrestleMania in Vegas. You know, that's one of the biggest tourist towns. There's so much to do. The casinos.
Well, that's why I asked where 39 was, because Hollywood is too. I just think it's because it's a newer environment.
Yeah, and because we're in that boom period. And you know they're going to go out there and boast about the largest gate in WrestleMania history. I'm sure they'll tell us on Monday.
Yeah, can't wait.
Oh, of course it is, because you're charging $6,000 a ticket. That's the cheapest ticket is $6,000.
Well, the fucked up thing is those tickets are sold out, aren't they?
Yes. That's the other thing that I was going to point out. And to both of those guys, right, the users complaining, oh, I paid $4,600. I paid $6,000. Well, yes, and that is also the problem. You paid that much. If you didn't pay, well, I guess someone else would have paid if you didn't pay.
Clearly.
But if you don't buy the tickets, they'll eventually come back down. But you got to have everybody in.
And said no more of this shit.
Yeah, but it would take everybody in on it. Like if one guy's sitting down, I'm never going to Walmart. Oh, I'm sure they're going to be fine. And that's the other thing. I think WrestleMania is kind of pricing out, as you kind of stated, it's kind of pricing out the casual and the family. Like, if you're a family, it kind of sounds harsh, but you don't get to go to WrestleMania. You don't get to see The Rock. You don't get to see Roman. If you want to go to a pay-per-view, you go to a B show. Like
Backlash.
Yeah, you get to go to Backlash. You don't get to see Roman main event. You get to see Akira Tozawa. Those are the kind of tickets you get. Now
you get to see Roman main event in a tag team match.
Well, Even putting Roman on the card, I don't know. It's a little much for such tickets. Yeah, you don't get the box office draws. It's outside of Cody because his choice. He tries to work every show that he can.
But he'll just talk.
Yeah, I think we're in a time where WrestleMania is just not for the casuals anymore. It's not for the fans. It's for
the elites.
Yeah, the people with money. It's not even for people anymore. It's for businesses or journalists and all that, right? Someone who essentially may be getting paid to be there or can write it off for their taxes. That's who it's for now, Super Bowl. And I think that's where WrestleMania is heading quickly, if it's not already there.
I think it's been there for a while. Especially when they moved to 2 nights.
I don't know. That one guy, $300 for both nights, $150 a night, that's not bad. Now, it is the nosebleed. Oh, that's the final point. It's the nosebleed. You're paying $6,000 for the nosebleed. Like for me, in our house, we have, 65, 70-inch TV? If I'm going to sit in a nosebleed, my experience, it would be better to watch it here on my 70-inch TV.
It's true.
So why would I pay to go sit where I can see just like dots moving? And don't even try to get a sign on TV or anything. But yeah, that is the craziness. That is the WrestleMania tickets. Let us know what you think about the tickets down in the comments. And I'd be interested to see if anybody actually secured any tickets. And why did you do that? You could have gave us the super chat with that money.